Hey guys, I'm going to do a video on checking to make sure that your fuel solenoid on your P pump is adjusted properly. I've seen this lots over the years, and it was just something that I thought maybe I should do a quick video on. And then if anybody asks, I can just refer them to the video. But anyways, let's get after it. So here's the P pump that we're looking at. So fuel solenoids, some of your fuel solenoids are going to be smaller than this. So there's a big style and a small style. This is the big style. Usually if you replace it with a new one, it'll be the small style one. But what you want to do here is, usually what I do is I take them off to start with here. So, and I guess this could be a video on installing a new one too, I suppose. Now usually there's going to be a clip. This one doesn't have a clip because I must have stole it off it. There usually would be a clip here that you would have to pull out, like a little snap key. As long as this isn't seized on there on me. Which it looks like it might be. Let's see here. Oh yeah, definitely seized on there. Okay, so I guess we use this one, and this is actually one of the small ones. So you can see the solenoid is quite a bit smaller than that other one. The other one, do you not want to cooperate? So there's not too much difference other than the solenoids are smaller, but like I said, that's the old style. Oh, this one's half off. We're halfway there, boys. Usually they're not, usually because they leak oil all over the place. There we go. They usually don't seize on there, but it's actually not a horrible idea to maybe shoot a little bit of juice at them once in a while. So what you're doing here is, so solenoid down is off, right? So solenoid down is off. So this is going to be all the way pushed down, right? Now, when this is pushed all the way up, now let's say, so that's in up position all the way, right? If you have it pulled down a little bit, that's actually going to limit the rack travel in the pump. So what you want to do is you power this solenoid up to hold it closed. Now, I don't have power up here to do this, but if you power this up to have it closed all the way, and if you look, this one's actually not adjusted right, which is perfect for the scenario here. So you can see where this is touching in here, right? Actually, let me put the bolts back in here just so I don't have to hold it. I don't need three hands that way. A little lube on the situation here. So you can see how far that's traveling. With this thing tight, you can see how far that's traveling. Now, if we loosen these bolts off, you can actually see how much difference there is there. See how much play there is? And that's still not even completely. Let's get this up all the way. Now this is a way that you can have a lack of power. I actually personally have had this issue before. So, and that's because this isn't adjusted properly. Somebody's put this on and it's not adjusted properly. So you can see, like, that's all the way down, so the solenoid would pull up, and that's as far as it's going to go, right? Well, now you can see how much more travel there is. So if you're not going up in travel all the way, and it's still, that's still, yeah, see, look. So that's how much out of whack it is right there. If you can see the gap right here where my index finger is. So what you need to do is you need to shorten this so that you want this full all the way forwards as far as you can get it. And right now there's quite a difference. Like that's a considerable amount of fuel difference. So if you guys you know, have dynoed your truck, or haven't dynoed your truck, but feel that it's low in power compared to where it should be, or you have put a new one of these solenoids on, something that you do want to do is check to make sure that when you have this all the way up, that this solenoid is pulled in the right position. Now you need the solenoid has to snap completely closed. So usually how I set it is, what you do is if you have it in the truck, it's easier because you just turn the key on and push it up and it'll hold there. So you would just turn the key on, push it up all the way, it'll hold itself there. And then you want to adjust this so that this is at full travel, but this is locked. Because if it's not locked, you'll burn the solenoid out really quick. So when you get it adjusted, I would probably want to leave maybe, and I guess you could even do that if you wanted. You could put a 10 thou feeler gauge in here and tighten it down on the 10 thou feeler gauge, adjust it, and then you know that there's a 10 thou gap so that your solenoid is closing the whole way, because if it doesn't, like I said, you'll burn the solenoid out pretty quick. So, but that's something that you do want to check, because I know a lot of guys have issues with that, low power. You know, why is my truck not as much power as it should have? Especially when you get into making a bunch of power with it. But you can gain, I've seen guys that, like this one being of adjustment as far as it is, I've seen guys add 65 to 80 horsepower just by adjusting this properly. And I would say this one could be potentially, you know, a high horse application, it could be out that far. So anyways, you know, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I just wanted to show that. Just make sure if you are putting a new one in, make sure you adjust it. If it's not a new one, I would still adjust it and make sure that you have it set properly, because this isn't, you know, you can tell this is not a new setup. This is off of an engine that we got. I don't know if the pump's any good or not, but you know, this is off an engine that we got, but you know, it tells you right there that this one was set like that and the guy was running it not knowing any different, right? So you just want to make sure that you do have that stuff set. Anyways, like, subscribe, got comments, hit me up in the comment box, and we'll go from there, guys. Appreciate you watching. Bye.